So, how did one nursing home fill 20 beds at one of its new services? And how did this nursing home increase its revenue by approximately 900,000 per year by filling these beds faster? Now, what's particularly interesting with this nursing home is that its CQC status was requires improvement. Their care quality generally was good, but their overall rating requires improvement. Nevertheless, they were able to fill those 20 beds faster, and they were able to increase their revenue by approximately 900,000 per year by filling those 20 beds faster. So how did they do that? Well, they did it, of course, by various mechanisms, including various PR and marketing techniques. And I just want to run by with you those things that they did, because that might help you when you come to thinking about filling your beds faster and increasing the revenue for your care or nursing home. So this particular nursing home was based in the south of England, one of the southern counties. And when they were launching this new dementia service, they of course wanted to get the word out there about how wonderful it was. So the first thing they did was to have a special event. Now remember, if you want to get 80 plus people to your care or nursing home, you want to get them out of work to come and visit, you need to offer them something special, especially if you are aiming to get key people who are otherwise at work. How do you get them out of work to come to your care or nursing home? Well, whether weekend is one possibility, but again, people don't like to be disturbed necessarily during their weekends. So what this particular nursing home did with our help is that they got in a celebrity, and that celebrity who was pertinent for the particular audience that they were trying to reach, had a particular activity during the launch event for all people who attended that event, and they were exclusively invited. That activity enabled them to be involved in something that was of interest to them, and it was just by coincidence in effect that event was at the nursing home. So remember, events like that is, if you want to attract big numbers, you have to think about how can you get people to come to your care or nursing home. What event will it be that will attract them away from work, particularly if you're trying to reach professionals, GPs, nurses, councillors, MPs, and people such as them. So that was the first thing they did, and of course they got some great media exposure from that. And importantly, everyone who was at that event went out and told people they knew how great this new service was. And word of mouth and reputation, of course, as you know, is what brings in inquiries and referrals to your care and nursing home. So that was one thing they did. Another thing they did exceptionally well, again by our help, was they were getting regular media exposure, positive media exposure about their nursing home. And what I mean by that is local journalists writing positive stories about their services, about their quality of care, about some of their residents. Pretty much, well, for this particular home, it's every 2 months, but over the course of a 12-month period, they were securing 12, 13 pieces of positive media exposure. That's read by your local audiences. That helps amplify that word of mouth to prospective families and to your local audiences. And of course, all those news stories were then featured on their website, on their carehome.co.uk site, and also were used in their newsletter. So getting the word out there via positive media exposure was another thing that this particular nursing home did. The third thing they did very successfully was regularly enter awards and win awards. Don't forget, it was a requires improvement home, but they regularly and systematically entered care awards and they won. Why did they win? Because, as I know and you know, even though you may be requires improvement, and certainly if you're good, you will nevertheless have good carers doing great jobs. You might have particular initiatives that are particularly good. And the secret to the care awards, and there are dozens of them, is to make sure you enter. Get in the diary when those care home awards are, and also look at any local based care awards as well in your particular county or local authority, and enter, because if you enter, there's every chance that you will win. And I know that you know, or you think that people in your care or nursing home are just doing their job, but often just doing their job is actually very good care. And it's the most important thing is to enter those awards, because there's every chance that you will be a finalist and even win. And even if you're a finalist, you can start promoting yourself as a finalist in a particular care award. And again, that's a way to get the word out there about your care or nursing home. The next thing that this particular nursing home did was they had a regular e-newsletter. That's kind of a what's on newsletter, and then that goes out every single month to an email database to people who they have on that database, everyone from GPs to commissioners to hospital workers to local counsellors to local charity people to Age Concern and local businesses, Rotary clubs, golf clubs, all those people who you feel it's important again to get the word out there, to amplify that word of mouth about the wonderful and good things that your care or nursing home does. And that's what this particular nursing home did very well, and they're forever building up on that email database, which is around about 400-500 people. Now, don't forget, that's a way that you are telling people about the wonderful things that your care or nursing home is doing, and is a great way via the email newsletter to do exactly that. The other thing that this particular nursing home was very good at was its Facebook page. Its Facebook page was on fire. They dedicated a lot of time and effort to that, and Facebook is increasingly the way to reach your local audiences, and to reach local people, and to help, as I say, get the word out there about the things and wonderful things that your care or nursing home does. And Facebook now is offering a whole load of opportunities, particularly around recruitment, that can assist you in various ways for your care or nursing home. And this particular nursing home, they do regular accelerated engagement campaigns, and that's when they use Facebook to do some kind of competition, or perhaps partner up with a local charity or business to really make sure that Facebook page for them is on fire. That's the word that I use when suddenly you're hitting record-breaking amounts of engagement and reach on your care or nursing home Facebook page. And you want to make sure your Facebook page is by far the best in the region. So that's another thing that this particular nursing home did so very well. Other things they did very well and still do very well is they have Google Ads. So that means, for example, if I'm a prospective family member and I go to Google to search care and nursing home in Peterborough, let's say, that your care and nursing home is always the first there to be seen under particular keyword searches. That's very, very important, because of course that is how prospective family members get to know about you. They might just do a very generic search on Google, care or nursing homes in, and insert your town. So this particular nursing home is very, very good at using Google Ads and still does. Lastly, they made sure their carehome.co.uk listing was the best for its particular region, and they paid to have the featured listing up at the very top, and their website was good. You have to remember, particularly if you're after private pays, your website is the window in many ways to your care or nursing home, and if your website isn't spot on and really fabulous, that person is going to lose interest. They're going to go elsewhere. You'll never even get an email, you'll never get an inquiry, you'll never get a visit. So this particular nursing home, its website was attractive. It had nice pictures, nice photos, it had regular news updates. It makes you feel, yes, I'm interested in seeing if this is an appropriate place for my mum or dad. And that's the sentiment you want to get from every visitor to your care or nursing home. So I hope that helped. These were the mechanisms that certainly helped very much this particular nursing home to fill those 20 beds faster and reach 900,000 extra in revenue. So I hope that was of help. Now please subscribe to this channel to make sure that you don't miss anything else like this, and thanks for your time.